Hi guys, welcome to Good-Lite Live. It's me, Donovan Livingston, and also Rick Davidson. We're pretty excited because we have a new system for streaming with you guys. We're using the switcher system, so we're pretty excited about that. It's got multiple camera angles. We're going to be bringing in Ricky on second camera. You can see him right there. Say hello, Rick.
Hey guys.
All right, so he's there. We've got a lot of stuff tuned in for today, so let's just jump right into it. Okay, we talked about the switcher stuff, so we just move on to that. This is our first podcast here with this new software. We did do a test run earlier in the week, and we're pretty confident, but we might make a mistake, and if we do, please bear with us. So, Rick's on camera 2. He's going to be talking about some of the new products that we have. He's also going to be monitoring the messenger and comments window. So if any of you guys have any questions or comments during the cast, feel free to send us a comment. Ricky will relay that to me, and either he or I will answer that for you. Okay. Social media. We talk about this every week. Are you guys following us on social media? Make sure that you're doing that. You got us here on Facebook at Good-Lite Co. You can find us on Instagram at Good-Lite Co. You can find us on LinkedIn at Good-Lite Co. So please follow us there. Also, we archive all these things, all these videos, and we put them on YouTube. We have a series called the Good-Lite Spotlight there, which is a series of videos you can watch that cover a wide range of subjects with a lot of different professionals like Dr. Bailey, Dr. Kamkar, Dr. Sandy Block. A very good resource to have, so make sure you check that out as well. Also, we're doing a promotion today. So the next 10 new followers on any platform is going to receive a free book from us. It's going to be one of the two books. It's either going to be the medical terms book that we have or the book on, I forget what it is, optometry and how the eyeball sees or something like that. It's a special book. It's free. It's yours. All you got to do is go to one of our platforms and follow us today. All right, so let's get into it. This week's our special guest is TJ Waggoner. He's from Waggoner Diagnostics. And we went ahead and interviewed him earlier in the week using Zoom. And so we're going to go ahead and show you that video now. He's going to talk about the Waggoner Computerized Color Vision Testing System, as well as share some personal growth that has happened with him. He was recently very ill, and he has started to recover, and he's doing very well. And he's going to share that with us now. So let's go ahead and cut to that video now. Enjoy. Okay, so we are here with TJ Waggoner, Waggoner Diagnostics. TJ, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. Thank you so much for having me, Donovan. I really appreciate it.
No problem. Now, normally we'd be seeing you floating around all the various trade shows, but as you know, 2020 has been canceled. So
yes.
This is the next best thing, and you've got a lot of great news to share with the world, and we want to hear it from you first. So
absolutely.
Let's get to it. First, before we get into any of the fun stuff that you've been up to, let's talk a little bit about Waggoner Diagnostics, how it came to be, and what is your role there?
Yeah, absolutely. So Waggoner Diagnostics, although it hasn't been underneath that brand name its entire time, it's actually been around for about 25 plus years. And it's a family business. We're very proud of that. And the reason it actually started was because when I was 6 years old, I was sent home with a note from the school nurse. And my father is an optometrist, Dr. Terrace Waggoner, and he got a note that said, "Your son is colorblind." Obviously, we know that the technical term is color vision deficient, but colorblind is often used synonymously, even though it's not synonymous, but we're going to use it back and forth today.
Okay.
And my dad was just embarrassed. He said, I'm an optometrist. And I took my son to a pediatric optometrist to have him checked out before school. How did we not know he was color vision deficient? We need to figure this out. And really, it boiled down to the fact that Ishihara only used numbers. And so children, and it was too long. So children didn't know their numbers yet. So he started using shapes, very simple, circle, star, and square. And then also made it was pretty short and brief, enough time for a child to take it. So that was our first product. I can't say that I helped, well, actually, I guess I could say I helped develop it technically, because I was called in off the street quite a bit when I was playing kickball or baseball saying, hey, can you see that anything? And I go, yeah, a bunch of colored dots, Dad. I want to go play again. There was obviously, symbols or numbers in there, but that means the test was on the right direction. So that was over 25 years ago with color vision testing made easy.
Mm-hmm.
So Waggoner Diagnostics is, we've now created a plethora of tests. Color vision is our specialty. That's what we focus on. It's our bread and butter, and we're really excited about it. So my personal role at Waggoner Diagnostics is CEO, and my father is the chief scientific officer. And so that's really been an awesome situation as well, to be able to work with your father and a family member and to get along so well, and
Right.
bring us closer, which has really been a fantastic thing. So that's a little bit about Waggoner Diagnostics.
Right. So you guys have been around for a long time. You guys have been pioneers in the color deficiency testing industry. And one of your most recent products, and I think something that's very, has a lot of potential to change the way color vision testing is done, is the computerized color vision testing made easy. So can you talk a little bit about that software and how that works?
Yeah, so the Waggoner Computerized Color Vision Test is absolutely our newest device. We're really excited about it because it has taken the traditional tests saying, yes, you're color vision deficient, or no, you're not, a simple screening, to a complete diagnostic. So now we're saying, yes, you're color vision deficient. Here's the type, and we test for protan, deutan, and tritan, so red, green, and blue. And then not only do we identify it, but then we actually tell you the severity, whether it's mild, moderate, or severe. So we're really excited about this because, first of all, there hasn't been a lot of tests out there that are so finite and tell you so much about it. There are ones that approximate what type you have and how severe, not what the FAA is coining as a precision color vision test. The way that we were actually validated was against the Nagel anomaloscope. And in one of those studies with the US Navy, we actually had 100% sensitivity and 100% specificity in comparison to the anomaloscope, which was really exciting for us. So you're taking a $10,000 device that is very bulky, takes up a lot of room, to something that you download on the computer or tablet that you already have your office for only $1,000. We can also get you a tablet as well for $21.99, and it's just a fantastic tool. The really exciting thing to me is it's twofold, really. One, we are going to improve. We are already improving patient care with this. So the acquired color vision deficiency affects 15% of the general population. Remember, genetic is 8% for men, 0.5% for women. Now, the acquired is 15% of the general population. And the reason is because it is acquired from diseases such as multiple sclerosis, macular degeneration, glaucoma. And what's also great about this is we save all those results and allow you to look at progression over time. So we can see, are things getting better? Are they getting worse? And it really gives the doctor some information to provide the best care for their patient. And then second, which we always have to remember, because we know doctors went in there to really help improve patient care. But at the end of the day, they have to make money. I mean, it's just part of running a business, and that includes in healthcare. So we're really excited because this is reimbursable under CPT 92283. And last time I checked, it was a $55 national average for reimbursement. So you can really see that the return on investment is incredible if you have you just run the numbers real quick, and 2 to 3 months it's paid off, and now you're just giving tests and improving patient care. It's really a win-win, we think.
Right.
So,
to be clear, I think some of the other tests were not billable. Some of the other color tests in the past
correct.
were not billable. So that's a huge benefit.
That's huge. Oh, that's very huge, because, I mean, all of our other products for Waggoner Diagnostics are not reimbursable, but the Waggoner CCVT is.
Right.
So Ishihara is not. And the reason is because this is an extended test. It's telling you a lot more information, and it's allowing you to provide different care than you would have otherwise if you gave it just like an Ishihara, something that was made in 1917. It's over 100 years old, So I
Right.
think it's time for things to change up, even though Ishihara is synonymous with Kleenex. Kind of
Right.
Kleenex is the facial tissue. Ishihara is the color vision test. It's 100 years old and it's not getting much better these days.
Well, I'll tell you what, we sell a really great Ishihara tie. So if you want to have an Ishihara color test, just put it on a tie, wear it to the
There you
office,
go.
but then use the CCVTE to get your color testing done. And
Absolutely.
remember, all this stuff is available at Good-Lite.com. So check that out. And also, if you're interested in a free demo, TJ can arrange that as well. So we can get that squared up for you guys. So that's kind of what this whole podcast is about, is like we want to showcase new technologies and the great progression that's happening with telemedicine, electronic testing, and all that kind of stuff. You're right there on the forefront. So thank you for sharing that information with us. Let's see what else. How are you guys dealing with the pandemic right now, 2020? Have you guys made any adjustments? What's going on with you?
So really, the pandemic has not affected our organization. We've always been very dispersed, all of our individuals throughout the United States and throughout the world. I mean, globalization has never been as recently. And so fortunately, in regards to our organization, not much has changed. We have been, there was a couple things that we were working on. A good example is with the pandemic. Plaquenil, also known as hydroxychloroquine. That was a really hot topic, very debatable, lots of debate on that. Is it a cure? Is it not? Is it treatment? What is it? Does it do anything for Corona or
Right.
COVID-19? And so we know for a fact that the hydroxychloroquine, again, also known as Plaquenil, does cause acquired color vision deficiency. So that's something that we really wanted to inform our doctors, not just optometrists, but general practitioners, anybody that's seeing people that are potentially COVID patients and taking Plaquenil, hydroxychloroquine. So because again, toxic levels of that means you're going to get an acquired. So that means you're at too high of levels. So
earlier you mentioned the diseases that can cause acquired deficiencies, but drug toxicity is also a big factor when suddenly you can't see certain colors. And so this is a prime example of that.
That's a prime example. And so is sildenafil, which is often used in erectile dysfunction medications, Viagra, and many others. And there have been several cases that you will read online saying, I took a bunch of this, the doctors give their case, they took a bunch of it and then they couldn't see blues, or they were only seeing blue. So, I mean, there's some serious side effects to medications that people don't understand. And this is something that helps that.
Right. So I think for a lot of optometrists, they kind of push color to the side. It's so important. It affects people's daily lives. And I think it's very important that you implement it into your practice.
Donovan, you hit that right on the head. So thank you so much for adding that. That was fantastic.
Well, I've listened to you talk at our trade shows quite a bit, and I have absorbed a lot of the information that you have sent out there. So I'm just echoing your own sentiments is all I'm doing.
Thanks.
So recently you had some health problems, and you agreed that you would be willing to share that with us. If you just want to kind of talk about that, because you're well on your road to recovery. We're so happy to see that you look healthy and happy. So let's hear about it.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm glad you asked, and that was very kind of you. But I am very open about my health journey. During the health journey, I did not share anything. I didn't want people worrying and being concerned and this, that, the other, because I knew that there was a bright light at the end of the tunnel. So just to begin, I did have end-stage renal failure. And as you can tell, I'm not about to turn 70. I am 34 years old. So it's not something that happens every day to 34-year-olds. I had it for about 2 years, and I was on dialysis for about 6 months. I tried my hardest to stay off of dialysis before the transplant. However, it just wasn't in the cards. I was getting down to about 7 to 10% kidney function, and it was just having a big impact on my daily life. So I did start on dialysis. However, I am absolutely thrilled to say on May 5th, 2020, I received a successful transplant from somebody absolutely incredible in my opinion, and that's my wife, Dr. Maren Waggoner. So that was fantastic. I don't think there's any other bigger show of love, really, when it comes down to it. I feel so fortunate, so blessed to be with her. And so I definitely had a transplant. It was successful. Normally it's about a 3-week ordeal. I was very fortunate to have it done at Mayo. And usually you're there for 3 weeks, and then you go home and you start, getting used to your medications and this new lifestyle that you have.
Right.
A little detour. I was there for 2 months. And as I say, there's no complications really at the end of the day, unless it's rejection. Everything else can be solved. And I think I hit a lot of those complications on that road, because then I was there for 2 months. I was admitted about 5 times for different things, had to have another surgery. But, at the end of the day, I wouldn't change it for the world. We go through everything for a reason. And this was to show me that I have a calling for healthcare. I'm supposed to be in this industry for my whole life, whether it's investing in healthcare companies, whether it's running my own. I need to help improve patient care. And it's because I have dealt with countless doctors, countless nurses, countless phlebotomists, dialysis for 12 to 16 hours a week sometimes. And I know what it's like to go through life in pain constantly, cognitive decline, constant. There was days I was sleeping 18 hours a day. So I've come to really understand, whenever I talk to people that do business with me, I always tell them, okay, there's 3 things that are way more important than work. You've got family, you've got health, and if you're religious, you're religious, and that's more important. And if any of those, health, family, anything like that, hey, let's talk about it, and we'll postpone work, and we'll come to a new plan. And now that's like solidified in my values.
Well, and that's again why I want to have you on the show, because I think your story is amazing, and I want to share something positive that actually happened in 2020, and that's your speedy recovery. So we're glad to see you looking good and looking healthy, and that's going to bring me to my final question, which is, what is in store for Mr. Waggoner in 2021 and moving on? Do you have any big plans? What's coming up next for you?
Yeah, so for Waggoner Diagnostics, we definitely are looking at developing some new tests. I can't really go too far into it. We've got
exclusive.
Yeah, we're very excited about it. Yeah, we're very excited.
We'll come back on and we'll talk more.
There you go. And when developing a new medical device, I'm sure you're fully aware, it takes a lot of time. Not only the development, but then you have to make sure it works. And then after you make sure it works, then you actually have to have you don't have to have, but we as an organization always have a third party validate it, whether it's the US Navy, a university. That way it's unbiased. We really want to create the best products and then not be biased when it's validated. So, that could take a year. Who knows, really?
Sure.
And we're always looking to build up our relationships. And for instance, with Good-Lite. Good-Lite has been absolutely fantastic. We appreciate, you guys as distributors, and that you all have been with us for, 10, 15 years. Chris and my father would know better. I kind of came in a little bit later.
So you and I are the newbies to the company. So, but we've been coming up together, so it's been great.
Yeah. So 2021, what I'm really looking forward to, first of all, is being healthy again after many difficult years. Yes. And then most importantly is getting back on the road in these conferences. I didn't realize how much I missed them. And just really connecting with optometrists, being able to share my story now, being able to share what I believe is the Waggoner CCVT, which improves patient care. I'm passionate about that and being able to share that. And just finally having a normal year, I think we're all in for that, aren't we? Not just me as somebody who was unhealthy, but the world from the pandemic.
Well, now, I don't know. January 1st, it's not just going to be like, okay, it's over. But we're progressing through this together. And I'm hoping 2021 will get to some sort of normalcy.
We'll start going towards normalcy.
I think we're going to, we're on our way. We'll see how it goes. Is there anything else that you wanted to add or say hi to anybody or anything like that?
No, not specifically. I'm just very grateful for you guys having me today.
Mhm.
Never, everybody, please do not hesitate to reach out to Good-Lite about learning more about the Waggoner Computerized Color Vision Test or any Waggoner diagnostic product. That's the PIP 24, Color Vision Testing Made Easy, and the Waggoner CCVT. So
Mhm.
reach out to Good-Lite if you have any questions about color vision in your practice and you really want to better understand how this adds value, or you just want to ask about a patient that you had. We like that too. We welcome random cases that we get. I usually send them off to my father. He loves getting into those cases and kind of thinking about what it could be. So please do that. My email is TJ, T as in Tom, J as in Jerry, at WaggonerDiagnostics.com. And, but yeah, be happy to help and talk to anybody about color vision that wants to listen.
Sounds great. Well, once again, TJ, it's so great to have you on the show. Glad that you're doing better and you're looking healthy. And I can't wait to see you in person. Give you a big old hug.
I know. Sounds great. Thank you so much, Donovan. I really appreciate today.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. Back to the live show.
All right, well, that was our interview with TJ Waggoner. What an amazing story. What an amazing guy. And they do sell some really cool color testing products. So in light of the interview that we had with him this week, we're going to do a special discount for the whole week. So any Waggoner product that you buy from our website is going to be 20% off. All you have to do is use code Waggoner20 at checkout, and you'll get that 20% off. They have the Computerized Color Vision Testing Made Easy, the PIP 24, the Color Vision Testing Made Easy, which is a great book for kids. And you can also get the CCVTE with a Surface notebook if you need it, or you can just buy the software. So check that out. Go to our website and help support TJ and his amazing company. Facebook. Yes, TJ also asked me to make sure you follow him on Facebook, which is Waggoner Diagnostics. He told me 2 minutes before we went live, so I didn't get a chance to put a graphic up for him. But Facebook, you know Facebook, search Waggoner Diagnostics and give his company a like. Okay, so now we're going to move on to Ricky. He's going to talk to you about some of the exciting new products that we have been developing here at Good-Lite, as well as maybe a couple things that are in the pipeline that are coming soon. So let's cut over to Rick.
Hey everyone, just a couple new products that we're going to talk about. The first one here is our new Brockstring handle. It's for those of you who have bought our economy version that do not come with a handle. These simply just, you take the knotted end, put it in that little divot there, slide the rope through the channel, then you're ready for use. Great little inexpensive handle for those of you.
What's the handle for?
It's for the patient to hold up next to the nose as they're doing their testing.
Right.
These retail for about $2, so fairly inexpensive. Another VT product that we're going to talk about is our new 6 diopter base out and 2 diopter base in Virgin's Prism. Comes with a handle. We just decided to give you guys more options than the standard 12 and 3 diopter. A couple of you doctors have come up to us at trade shows asking, hey, we think this would be a great product for you guys to have. So now we carry them. These retail for only about $19. Also, speaking of these times of COVID, we also have some new PPE. These are our universal slit lamp breast shields. They simply slide right over the biomicroscope, just like that, and you're ready for use.
Are they always that frosty?
They are not. These come with a protected covering for shipping purposes, so the shield doesn't scratch or anything like that. So it's got a simply peel off sticker here. You just peel it off and you're ready to go. These are 8 inches wide by 8.5 inches long. You can get these for about $8, or you can get a 3-pack for $20. Another thing, if you guys did not know, we are a manufacturing company. So if you guys have any other products, new products, or any ideas or anything like that, please feel free to send me an email, and I'd love to work with you. Another thing we're doing is a website scavenger hunt. If you would like to know how to win some prizes, go over to our Instagram and look at our post. Our Instagram page is @Good-Lite Co. for more details.
Okay. Okay, we'll put that there. We'll switch back to me. All right, we were doing a split cam there for a second. So you see our Instagram handle there on the screen. Go there, you'll get the details of the scavenger hunt. Basically, you just have to explore our new website, answer some questions, and you'll be entered into win. Do we know what we're giving away yet? Something really awesome. You're going to love it. It's going to be great. So I think that really much brings us up to the end of the show. Really want to talk about what we're doing next week. Sorry, not next week. In 2 weeks. As you guys know now, we've started doing these on Fridays, and we'll be doing them every other Friday. So our next show is going to be on September 25th. And hopefully we will be having a special guest, Danielle Kroll, Dr. Danielle Kroll, and her super cool cat, Truffles the kitty. If you're not aware of Truffles, go check them out on YouTube. She's an amazing cat that likes to wear glasses. She roams around in the optometry clinic, and she can actually identify Leia symbols on an acuity test, which is pretty cool. Yeah. And so we're hoping to get them on the show next week. If you guys are interested in being on the show, if you're a doctor or a specialist out there and you're interested in coming onto the show, let us know. You can shoot me an email. Did I put my email address up there? I did. There you go. That's me, dlivingston@goodlite.com, and we can schedule you in. Let me see. Make sure we're not missing any of the things. Okay, last thing I want to talk about is the upcoming American Academy of Ophthalmology. As many of you have already know, the show has been canceled as far as in person. It's our biggest show of the year. We love going to that one. It's massive. And this year they're going to be doing a virtual conference. And we elected to not participate in the virtual exhibit hall, but we are going to have our own, let me get to that right there. We're going to have our own special landing page for all of the AAO members. You can see the URL there. We'll be sending out some more information via email to all of you guys who attend this show. But we want to let you know that there's going to be available during the entire time of the AAO, and that there will be lots of new products there, special products with special pricing just for you guys, the AAO attendees. So keep an eye out for that. And I think that's pretty much it for this show. That's it, I think. Ricky, anything else?
Not that I can think of, no.
All right. I hope you guys enjoy the new format. This has been pretty exciting for us. Really enjoying this switcher. If you haven't checked it out and you want to do some live podcasting, this is a great tool to have. You can use multiple cameras, graphics, and all that good stuff. So that's my little plug for them. Until next time, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Take care.